The kind master said, "Son, now see the souls of those whom anger overcame. And also I would have you believe for certain that there are people underneath the water who sob and make it bubble at the surface, as your eye will tell you whichever way it turns. Fixed in the slime, they say, sullen were we in the sweet air that is gladdened by the sun, carrying lazy smoke within our hearts. Now lie we sullen here in the black mire. This hymn they gurgle in their throats, for they cannot speak it in full words." Hello and welcome to Arm with Controllers. This is Fabs, and today it's the latest bit of Dante's Inferno. I have descended into the circle of anger, which is fitting because, as you can tell from that last video, I was really pissed off with this game. Luckily, this circle, massive improvement. I think they finally decided, no, let's make a fun game instead. And so they returned to what made the previous levels so much fun. They've got a very nice, evocative background here. You see, this is the marshy areas towards the River Styx. So I suppose come sail away with me. And it's really well done. If you look carefully in the water, you'll see little hands reaching up, trying to grab you, which is really cool. As such, this is a one-hit kill thing. You jump in the water, you're dead. It's not like Super Mario. Dante can't swim, which is weird. Oh well. So here's some monsters. Yay, and it's fun monsters as well. Well, I say that. It's unfortunately we do have the problem with the random dudes here is that grabs are the best way to effectively kill these things quickly. And plus they give you all the experience for your holy unholy thing, so that you can then enjoy yourself with the upgrading your skills and whatnot. Now of course, one thing that you'll see a bit more of in this video is I have been upgrading my moveset. Whole load more moves available, cool stuff happens, and I've got a bit, I quite enjoy it. But first let's just keep grabbing everything, because grabs are ridiculously powerful. You can use them for all kinds of fun things, like so. In fact, quite a few of these creatures in fact, grab is one-hit kill. Of course, I've just been eaten by a giant worm. Haven't seen one of those since the gluttony level. Oh, halcyon days. Yeah, it is a bit annoying really that I'd argue the quickest, the most efficient way of getting rid of these guys is to rely on the grabs, because it makes it fairly boring for you guys to watch, I'd say, because that's why I'm playing games, purely for you lot. No, I'm playing for myself, damn you all. Anyway, yeah, it makes it a bit less. What's the point of doing all these fun combos and whatnot if you've got this one-hit kill ready and waiting? I mean, thankfully a lot of the other bad guys are immune to grab, so if they are, it's not the be-all and end-all of them. Like so, I've just sliced the worm in half. Got one there, so I'm just going to keep hammering away at the ground. Oh dear, getting eaten. That ain't pleasant. That ain't pleasant at all. I mean, it's easily avoided, but still. Luckily as well, they're not massively strong. We'll ignore my really low life part at the moment. Anyway. Oh, the music stops. Oh, that was kind of interesting and epic sounding. Well, never mind. Okay, so let's continue with this really dank and nasty place. So I love the aesthetic here. The trees are all look very oppressive and enclosing. Yeah, that was some guy telling me to stop climbing over him. But that's quite a nice change from all the other levels, where all these bodies you're climbing over, they're just going, oh, it sucks. Here we've got people actively pissed off with you, which fits really nicely with the theme of the level. So I'm quite happy about that. So yeah, this place does look pretty angry to me. You can hear a bit of it as well. So look down there, people want to grab me so they can take out their frustrations on me.
I'll spoon out your kidneys and feed them to you.
Oh, that's nice. That woman there will spoon me and give me her kidneys. Or my kidneys, I should say. That's not at all weird. Oh well, let's just continue running around in hell. Here we are, some impressive looking things. And here's the, I won't say the new bad guy for this level. these are weird fiery fellows who basically exist as nothing but flame until you use the crucifix on them, at which point they become well, touchable and they stop being pains in my behind. Now of course it takes me a bit too long to realise that attack isn't the best at making them, you know, normal and easily hit, which is a shame really, because it's a pretty cool move. Never mind. So these fiery guys, they're more of a minor annoyance than any real difficulty, I'd say, which is pretty good because a lot of these, if you find you have to do something very specific to beat a bad guy, the moment you get them in crowds with bunches of others, they become more than mere irritants in these kinds. They just become things that make you want to put the game down and hurt people, which I suppose is fitting if I am in the circle of anger. But never mind. Here we go. There's a creepy lust person. Yay! You know what that means? That's right. Stomach penises everywhere. So I need to kill her as quickly as possible. We also need to be careful because there are suicide bomber dudes running around. Ah, how delightful. Yeah. Of course, these seductresses here. No match for a redemption mode powered scythe. Hell yes. Hell yes. So I really find those guys quite annoying. Luckily though, one thing I did do before this level was one of my upgrades increased my resilience. So you notice I am taking quite a bit less damage. I'm actually shrugging off your attacks as well, which is ridiculously helpful. As you know, one of the things that was really annoying me in the last level were a few of these things, which were quite annoying. Oh dear, I just had Satan talking to me. That's kind of creepy. Look, impaled people. It's like I'm really in Cannibal Holocaust. Oh well. This doesn't feel as angry anymore. Actually, oh shut up. There's not as much fire as I thought there'd be. Okay, I'll shut up then. Alright, this bit actually did annoy me. I will be the first to admit that. But it's quite an interesting little bit. This basically, I'm pulling this crazy flamey thing down because when that hits the top, the flames go through the vents in the floor here, which instantly kills me. So what I need to do is I need to use this gear mechanism here to raise the floor up to the top so I can continue. Of course, the problem is, as you can see, people keep appearing. Now, of course, luckily, I just need to do that, and off they go. And the aforementioned upgrades to my strength, or to my resilience, I should say, that does make it a lot more easier because I can simply just keep pulling this along, and a lot of the bad guys now won't knock me out of it. Which is good because, given the sheer number and the higher rate of respawn, that could really piss me off. Now see, this is where the suicide bombing guys, this is where these guys prove to be the most irritating bad guys in existence. Which is really not fun. That's better. See, the fire is rising up at the same time there, which is really quite irritating when I've got all these guys coming up, blowing me up, knocking me away. Yeah, go away! Now see, grab ridiculously helpful there because not only did I get rid of him, I managed to knock another one out of the way. Yay! Of course, I've also got these things here where the means to go up are blocked by big metal bars. Very annoying. Okay, almost there. Problem is, this level in particular is where it gets really annoying because these chaps here, they respawn indefinitely. And you've got to worry about them constantly blowing out of the way, then you've got the fire coming up. That I can assume is an increased rate, which it feels that way. Phew, so now I just need to run across, and jump up there and flip that switch. And that'll be the end of that chapter. Luckily I managed to do this in quite a bit of time. In previous efforts I found that the fire had hit a top while the animation was showing that lever I should say, which meant that the moment I moved, I died. Yay! Alright, here's some fire breathing guys, which shows that they're angry I guess. Isn't that nice? Okay, so, and what's that in the distance? Why, that is the city of Dis, which is where all the really bad stuff happens in hell. Now, of course, as a young lad, I for some reason thought that the term "dis," as in to diss someone, actually came from the Inferno, as if you wish to say you didn't like something, you would consign it to the city of Dis, to send to hell effectively. This is the point when my younger sister then pointed out, no, it just means to disrespect. There is such a thing as thinking too much about things, my friends. May that be a lesson for you all. So, here I am on the River Styx. Come sail away. Hopefully I'll run into Mr. Roboto. And I'm afraid that's all the Styx songs I know, so I'm not going to make any more references. I'm sorry, my metalhead friends. I'll make it up to you. We'll get ourselves to Satan. We'll sing some Number of the Beast. It'll be awesome. So here we are, Styx, being pestered by harpies. Not really the most difficult of bad guys, particularly when you've upgraded your crucifix like I have. So I now have a 4th attack, which is pretty damn cool. Of course, now we just play this waiting game, which sucks. And as we all know, we'd much rather play Hungry Hungry Hippos. Come on, move faster. Now, the River Styx in the Inferno, in the poem I should say, was actually a scene of one of my favourite parts of the poem because it's so utterly ridiculous. Basically, Phlegyas, the boatsman, Virgil pushes him over into the river for some reason. I can't remember exactly why. At which point Dante runs over, gives him a big hug and kiss and shouts his praises. And all this time I'm thinking, okay Dante, we get it. You liked Virgil quite a bit. Let us read about people suffering now. Oh well, speak of Phlegyas and he shall appear. They've done quite a bit to him. He's no longer just the ferryman into the River of Dis across Styx. Nope, he's a huge fiery dude. Oh good God. Now you might be thinking, well, that's going to be an interesting boss battle. Well, you're wrong. Instead, what we get here are a series of battles where basically they chuck all kinds of bad guys at me. But at the same time, I've got Phlegyas there being all sup. And he does the irritating thing of every so often punching the ground and taking up a huge load of life. If you get hit, this is. But as exciting as all that is, I'm more pleased because the babies have returned! Yay! I shouldn't take so much joy in killing babies. This video is going to come up as evidence in my eventual trial, isn't it? My life is scary. Okay, so there we are. Babies, of course, they go down very easily to grabs, which is really helpful. Unlike the temperatures there, who you have to beat up a bit, but then you can use them as projectiles against other people. Yeah, that's right, bitch. You want a nice warm body? Here's a whole bunch of them, and they're all babies. I'm sure actually it wouldn't make much of a difference in hell. Why am I thinking about this? This game does weird stuff to my brain. Anyway. Yeah, this thing here, suffering. Now, I noticed actually I'm not having as many difficulties with this as I did in the past. No, with them as I should say, with having to counter them at certain points. Which, I don't know, maybe I powered up too much. See, there you are, nice little counter. And oh good God, he just shat all over me. The fat guy shat on me. This is like 7 of my worst nightmares in one huge disgusting mess. I like this game, don't I? So that little moving it with the crucifix there. Big fan of that one. It's really good at dragging things nice and close to you. Unless they're fat like that guy, because they just run away. It's really annoying. You know, I find it really difficult to deal with these guys because when they're standing up, anywhere near them, any distance, you know, they might shit all over you. They might vomit all over you. But there's a huge wide range area of effect with that. So once they're on the ground, this is when you really have to start wailing on them. Right, you there, you want to eat something? Let's try again. Right, here we go. Eat scythe, you fat, disgusting blob of a person. This is what you get for shitting all over me. No, I'm not censoring that, because my God, that angered me. Anyway, so just one more booby lady left. So that's her name now. Oh God, I just quoted Talkaka, that's not so good. Okay. That's it, now she's dead. And we got a Guardian Fellow. I like fighting these guys, if only because when you do execute them, you get a load of experience for your holy or unholy meters. I'm just throwing her by her big extendable penis. Okay. Yeah, you get a load of experience for your holy unholy meters, and plus you get a bit of life back, which is very helpful. I'm sure I don't need to tell you that though. Come on, die already. No one loves you. That's why you're in hell, I assume. Right. And off with his head. Ha. Okay, two more. Two more of these stupid women, and then get to move on to the next section, which admittedly is very similar to this, but it's filled with more guardians and harpies. So I am going to skip right from this bit to the next one. There we go. Excellent. Oh no, one more. And see, I do like that move there. Just that sort of quick hop and thrusting this scythe in, plenty of times. It's a good way to rack up the damage. I've come to love it personally. These focus attacks are all kinds of awesome. Oh, that's a lot of damage. There's a problem with Phlegyas. He hurts you. He hurts you bad. Which fair makes sense because he is that. Right, okay, let's keep going, shall we? Okay, so this is the tail end of a cutscene where basically Dante saw Beatrice as Lucifer's wife. He's quite annoyed by this. He's been corrupted. So how does he take out his frustrations? By taking control of Phlegyas, and he's going to town. Haha. Painting the city of Dis red. That's the way it is. Just look at the size of this guy. I mean, he's walking really slowly, but it's pretty cool. I mean, this bit here, he is basically controlled the same as the usual big dudes. So he's got his own little breath attack. He stomps. He waves his arms around and upsets people. But you know, he's bigger, so it's kind of cool. Okay, so starting to get an idea of the scale of this, I think. The only problem is, it's just so slow. Move faster, big boy. Move faster. Oh well, so the city of Dis.
We moved
there you go.
toward the city, secure in our holy cause, and beheld such a fortress. And on every hand I saw a great plain of woe and cruel torment. Bitter tombs were scattered with flame, made to glow all over, hotter than iron need be for any craft. And such dire laments issued forth, as come only from those who are truly wretched, suffering, and forever lost.
That's an interesting thing, isn't it? Now, this technically is the beginning of the circle for the sin of heresy. At this point, once you enter the city of Dis, this is where the really bad sins occur. All the previous sins, the lust, anger, gluttony, greed, they're carnal sins. They're caused by your desires, your appetites, and a lack in yourself to control them. Everything from this point on are wanton sins, speculative sin, as Dante called it. These are sins that you decided, yeah, okay, I'm going to do wrong. And as such, that means you're a pretty bad person. And so it begins. Now, you might have seen earlier, we did just see some of the usual guys, the big guys I ride around. They are but as ants for this guy. So that should give you an idea of the scale we're dealing with. Oy vey. Now, this moment here, it's just a smash and grab. Destroy as much as you can because you get a load of souls out of it. So it's excellent for your leveling up details, which is really cool. So I can see he's got a fairly standard arm swipe attack. His way of brushing aside everything that stands before him. He's got a stomp, everything beneath him, which is pretty cool. And he also has a breath attack, which I particularly love. Let's see if I figure out to use it. There we go. Look at that. Good for taking out what ails you. Which in this case is an entire city. Oh well. Now, I must admit, I would have liked to have some bad guys to fight at this point. I mean, yes, they were tiny, but still, it would be cool to fight some of those huge dudes while riding on Phlegyas. It'd be interesting to see them get stomped on, you know. How do you like this? Ha ha ha. You know, dramatic irony and all that. Okay. Nothing like burning down a city in hell. I suppose there's some kind of poetic irony to that, but I'll leave Dante to write about it. Now, of course, you must. What? I do wonder how the heck is this place not collapsing under Phlegyas' weight? Very strange. Very strange. Now, there is a very clear path. This isn't quite as open world as it might look at first glance. Sadly, they are leading you in a very specific way. But look at that! I've managed to get about 1,300 souls in the course of this one, which is pretty cool. Okay, and there's a bridge. Heavy things can walk on bridges all the time, can't they? Right? Okay. And as such... Yep. Nowhere to go but down. Come on. Have a hissy fit. Stamp. And down we go. Straight into the circle of heresy for next time. So this has been Fabs Arm with Controllers. Join me next time where we start complaining about God. And please like and subscribe. Game hard.